Hey everyone, today I wanted to bring a brush dupe for you that was discovered accidentally. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Again, I found this dupe accidentally and I was just too excited and it's just too great of a dupe not to share with you guys. So, of course, this is just my opinion that it's a dupe. You may think otherwise, that's perfectly okay. But the two brushes that I am comparing and reviewing today are the MAC 109 and the e.l.f. Mineral Powder Brush. So MAC 109, where can you find it? It is available at all MAC counters, MAC online, Macy's, Nordstrom, retails for $35. Has a black handle. It says MAC 109 and it has a silver ferrule and natural brush hairs. The e.l.f. Mineral Powder Brush retails for $3. You can find this on the Eyes Lip Face website as well as TJ Maxx. If your TJ Maxx carries it, I think it's kind of hit and miss. And anywhere else that Eyes Lip Face is sold. So I know that they're coming to Target and Walmart. They are at some grocery stores, so you just kind of have to shop around. I will tell you that online, when you look for the Mineral Powder Brush, the picture is very misrepresented, I think. I feel like it shows it a lot wider when in reality it's just a small rounded dome brush. So let's talk about the differences really quickly. There are just a few. One is of course the packaging, because you have two different companies creating two different things, so we kind of expect different packaging. And the other big difference is that the e.l.f. Mineral Powder Brush is about an inch shorter than the MAC 109. So let me show you those two next to each other. There they are. Tall one, MAC 109, and then this shorter one is the e.l.f. Mineral Powder Brush. It's not a travel size brush, nor is it a short handled brush. It's just their standard brush size from their studio line. I don't find it to be uncomfortable, weird to hold, anything like that. It's just, there's really no difference for me and it doesn't bother me. So, but I did want to let you know that it's not as long as the MAC 109 if it matters to you. Now, if we were to really pick this brush apart, you're going to see a slight difference on the top of the brush. So let me show you up close, and that way you can kind of see what I mean and see the similarities in the size. So first of all, the size of these two are pretty much the same. I mean, as far as the width goes, they're both the same. Both of these brushes have been used and washed and dried multiple times. So this is both of them clean in their kind of more original state. So the width of both of them are the same. Now, if you were to pick this brush apart, you can see there's a slight difference on the top. The MAC 109 is a little bit more flat than the e.l.f. Mineral Powder Brush. That one's a little bit more rounded. So you can see this one's a little bit more flat and this one has a little bit more round to it. As far as the density goes, they're pretty much the same. They're not super tightly packed. Nothing like the Sigma, I don't know, kind of F80, those type of synthetic brushes, but they're not really loose either. So they have the perfect amount of density. So that is another similarity, and they both perform and function the same. They're also used for a lot of the same purposes. They're really small contour brushes, so great for contouring, but you can also use both of them for loose or pressed powder, for bronzer, for blush. I've used it for all those ways that I mentioned, and I also used them for cream products. So I have used both of them for cream bronzer, cream blush, and cream highlight, and it's really nice for those three, for contouring, blush, and highlight, because they're so precise. Because they're so small and precise, it allows you to get right where you need to be. So it's not so big to where you're kind of blending everything together. So perfect for precise application. I wanted to also mention a couple of things. Number one, I do find that the e.l.f. Mineral Powder Brush is slightly softer than the MAC 109. I also wanted to talk about the shedding factor. With both of these brushes, again, I have used them multiple times. They've both been clean and used several times, and I don't notice any major shedding with either one of these brushes. I have had extremely minor shedding with both of them. I mean, maybe one hair from this one and maybe one from this one. Neither one of them have given me major shedding. The other thing that I wanted to notate that I think is very important is that a lot of times with less expensive brushes, when you go to wash them and clean them, you find a lot of black dye in the water. And with both of these, but especially the e.l.f. Mineral Powder Brush, because it's less expensive, I did not see any black dye. I have used it continuously, and I have another one like this as well, and neither one of them leave any black dye, which is really nice. So the quality of both of these brushes honestly are really great, and I think the e.l.f. Mineral Powder Brush is just as great, if not better, than the MAC 109. And I only say if not better because, again, it is a little bit softer than the MAC one. Do you need both of these brushes? I think this is one of those brushes that would be great to have multiples of. If you want to get more of the 109, then I would definitely say to just go for the e.l.f. one. Otherwise, if you don't have the 109, but you've been wanting it like I did, I wanted it for so long, then I would say, honestly, you can just skip to the e.l.f. mineral powder brush. That's just my opinion, and I think you would be perfectly fine. Those are just my thoughts. Unless you have the budget and you just want to invest in a MAC 109, then by all means, go for it. Anyway, that is my quick review and comparison on both of these brushes. And if you have either one, would you let us know what you think down below, or maybe some of your favorite brush dupes or just favorite brushes in general. And I hope that you enjoyed this video, but most importantly, I hope that you found it helpful. So have a great day or night, and I will see you in the very next video. Bye.